You're stuck on a hill. Yeah, the government's still shut down. Yeah. Sorry about that, Marie. I had to go finish my breakfast. So. It is crazy. Tom, make Brenda get out and push. What are you both doing out anyways, Brenda? Today's your day off. What are you doing? No. Anybody? Anybody? Bueller, Bueller, Bueller. I'm just wondering why you guys are stuck on a hill. Because hill means top. Gravity. Gravity always pulls down. So, anything new? The chat froze up or something? Hell, I don't know. Well, good morning out there, Gene Chambers. Nice to have you here. At least somebody's talking to me. Brenda's stuck on a hill, but she might be out back pushing. That would be funny. Hopefully, they get video of it. Well, everyone is a starter. That's right there, Gene. You guys see where Fluttergasted won my flag? So, good morning, Bobby Sprinkle. How are you doing? Nice to have you here. I was thinking this morning, wasn't I supposed to write a song for somebody? And I can't remember what the topic was supposed to be. This was about 4, 5, 6, 8, 10 days ago or something like that. Now I can't remember now. I'm sitting there making coffee. I said, shit, I was supposed to do a song for somebody. Hell, I don't know. I can't remember now. I think she's out pushing there, Gene, because it's stuck on a hill. I don't know what they're doing out because she's supposed to be at home. Remember, today's Wednesdays and today's her day off. No, no, wait a minute. Oh, yesterday was her day off. Yeah, I'm sorry. Tuesday and Wednesday's her day off. Thursday, I'm so sorry. I'm so confused. Oh. So, made little Mrs. and I did. We made goulash last night for dinner. I didn't do a video of cooking, but I showed you what it looked like. That is the reason why you live in the South. Well, that's why we live up north, Bobby. We like adventure. Yeah, that's right. I remember. Want to turn around. Well, that's pretty cool there, Gene. That's pretty cool. Real cool. They want you to make videos and stuff of them? Tom, turn around, call and tell them illness and fatigue took over. You're sick and tired of driving in the snow. I dare you. I dare you to turn around. Oh, hi, Marie. How are you doing? You're looking lovely as ever. Linda, you're looking lovely as ever also. Oh, then it ain't that bad if you're doing 20 mile an hour. I've seen it so foggy here that it took, all right, Deerfield is 16 miles away, and it took me almost 2 hours to get there. In a garbage truck. It's going so slow because you couldn't see 2 feet in front of the bumper. Camero Drone, okay, how are you doing? Nice to hear you or see you. 2036 Japanese time. Okay, that is 8:36. Yeah, 8:36 p.m. You pulled over waiting for a plow. Okay. Well, that is pretty cool there, Gene. Can you say the company name or company product? That is pretty cool. Congratulations. Should have stayed home. Well, you should have. You did 45 mile an hour in an ice storm. You got any witnesses to that there, Bobby? There you go. How you doing, Alexander? Nice to have you here. Oh, they don't want to go out in that shit. That weather's bad. Why would they want to be out in that snow? It's bad. Yeah. Oh, okay. That's pretty cool. I've always wanted to get a Craig. That's right. Call up. They don't like it. Oh, well. I was looking for a job when I found this one. Yeah. Like I told you, never give an employer 2 weeks notice. Ever. They won't give you 2 weeks notice if they fire you. They won't give you 2 weeks notice if they lay you off. So never give them 2 weeks notice. Austin Bacasa, good morning. What's up? Doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. And you? You told them that too? Yes, in Missouri in 2001, Ford Windstar van. Okay. I've driven every imaginable condition you can dream of. And there's been a few times that my rear end was eating seat leather. Just chewing it up. Oh. I walked in one day after being out there. I mean, it was so bad. Um, Driving a set of doubles fully loaded, and there's like seven of us, and somebody up front, a car up front, decided that they wanted to brake check, because it was just too bad. So they kept hitting the brakes. But you don't do that on ice, for one thing. Well, they started brake checking, and by the time it was all said and done, they had all of us sitting in a covered wagon position on the road, you know. And that was one of the scariest days of my life. The back bumper of the rear trailer was about I don't know, 8 9 inches away from the driver's door. Linda's House of Chill. Good morning. How are you doing? Nice to see you here. You're looking lovely as ever. Got fireworks video? Good. Great. Go home and get on a panel, Linda. Great. You're right there, Gene. Fast and faster. Best way to control on ice is not to hit the brakes. It's to let off the gas slowly and then gently apply pressure to the brakes. Gently. I mean, so soft that you would think you're pushing on it with a feather. But every little bit of pressure you put on that brake adds a little pressure to the brake pads and starts to slow you down. When you jam it like that, that's instant stopping on the brakes. If you start to slow them wheel hubs down, it's a hell of a lot better for you on ice than anything else. Happy belated anniversary there, Molly Gordon. I just seen that on Facebook before I walked into here. Good morning, Cab 7. Oh, you guys are doing a raid. Well, thanks, man. How are you doing? Retired and prepper. Good morning. Nice to see you here. Wombat 420. I think I'm already a Wombat. I know I am for Jenny. I believe in ghosts. Yes. I have to check Wombat, make sure. I don't want anybody to leave out here without me giving them some support. I just showed you some love there, Wombat. Danny's Corner. Good morning, man. How are you doing? Nice to have you here. Dana Johnson. That name sounds familiar. Yep, 784. Atlantis Paranormal. How are you doing, man? Nice to have you here. Are you the man from Atlantis? Or the woman from Atlantis? I just showed you some channel love. Good morning, Grizz. I'm doing pretty much okay there, Danny. I'm having some knee trouble again. Burnt the living heck out of my arm the other day. I was cooking pork chops and I went to flip a pork chop over and it slipped off the fork, splattered on the grease and got me all the way up my 3 fingers, my thumb, and as I tell everybody, 3 foot of my arm, because that's a foot. So, Ibloma Sergeants. Okay. I know that's a new one on me. Pure Love. There you go. The Redneck Railroad. Need to learn how to watch 2 lives at once. Yeah, it's kind of hard. Glad you're all coming in here. I appreciate each and every one of you. I really do. Um, you know, I live stream every morning. Practically, I'm stopping on Saturday and Sunday starting this weekend. I won't be doing Saturdays and Sundays no more. Bobby Sprinkle will. It's just gonna need to take a break. So, but more than welcome if Cab Supplement's not doing a live stream. I don't want to take anybody from anybody's live stream. So if he's not doing one in the morning, you're more than welcome to come here. That's right. They get more aggressive every time you hear the story, huh, Kevin? 25 people. All right, Mr. Jixer, good morning. Well, thank you, Retired and Preppy, and I appreciate that. It's the mushroom we become when we die if we're buried the old-fashioned way. The name for our mushroom is corpse finders. Huh. That's pretty cool. I didn't know that. Talk of the week. How are you doing? Check your channel. I might even be a lot of these. I am. Nope, I'm not. You got 72. Feel free to subscribe. Okay. I just showed you some channel love there. Talk of the week. Well, I got to take a break. I got a family, and I need to start spending time with them. It's going to be the hot dog season here shortly again. In fact, yesterday I got a call. They want me to do a craft show February 9th in Onstead. I said, how many food vendors are you going to have there? Nobody, just you. I said, well, that's okay. It costs $35 to come in. I said, okay. Hey, 35 bucks, if I can make a couple $100, I'm happy with that. So they've got 70 vendors already, and they need 30 more. They can take up to 100 vendors. So, well, thank you, Marie. You're really not gonna miss the time that I'm not on here. That's right. 5 inches of snow is still coming. Well, that's pretty cool. What'd you get for your Wagyu hot dogs? Because I know Wagyu is expensive. You wish it was snowing in Pennsylvania? What size hot dogs were they? It'd be a ripoff. That's right. But I'd say you 3 footlongs for the price of one there, Grizz. Well, I appreciate y'all coming on in here. Snake River Farms. One, okay. Huh. Oh, that's pretty cool. That's really cool. Wish I could have found them for that. Oh. I buy uh, 1/8, which is 2 ounces. Okay. So 1/5 would be about 2.75, something like that. 3 ounces. Oh, there's, yeah, 3 ounces, 3.33 ounces or something like that. That's pretty cheap, especially for Wagyu beef. I wish I'd have got a deal like that. That's right. One man's foot is one man's foot long is another twice smoky length. There you go. Oh, one man's foot long is another man's smoky. There you go. Now I got it, Kevin. I had to read it faster. All right there, Bobby. Basically, a buck a piece. That's pretty cheap. Oh. Okay. I'll have to do that. There you go. Did the goulash cook look good there, Bama? So. Good morning, RG Homestead. Nice to have you here. That's pretty cool, man. I was gonna buy Hebrew Nationals, but to sell them on the card, I can't afford to do it. They're just too damn expensive. And Nathan's aren't as good as everybody thinks they are. I sell a much better hot dog, and I buy it from Gordon Food Service. Yep. The good ones, they must be what, natural casing then if they're splitting? That's pretty cool. All right there, Bama. She's making goulash. I wonder where she got that idea from. That's right. So what state do you live in, Heboma? Because I don't know where Snake River Farms is, but I'm sure I wonder if they ship. If they do. I get people telling me all the time I have the best hot dogs you've ever. You're in Oregon? Okay, Snake River. Yeah, they tell me all the time I got the best hot dogs you've ever had. So. I try to buy local as much as I can, Mr. Jixer, but I just can't afford. Kogel's makes them, and Hebrew National makes them, and for the price they want for them, I can't buy them and sell them because nobody's willing to pay that kind of money for them. Excuse me. Good morning, Big Steve. Oh. Let me see if I can pull that up. Not found. Okay. There you go. I got it now. Oh, yeah, they do ship. Okay. I'll have to check that out. Oh, okay. So Pronto pumps, those are money. Okay, I have to check that out. Yeah, I've already got it there. Thanks a lot, Hibloma. They are expensive. Like when I buy Kogel, I have to buy 50 pounds of hot dogs and 50 pounds of sausage at a time. Okay. Well, if if I could get a good deal on it, like you got with 1,000, I wouldn't mind that. But if I got to buy it to maintain an account, 50 pounds is a lot to go through. But if I could get them for $1 a piece, like you got them or whatever, they would be you know vacuum sealed and everything else up and put in the freezer, and we wouldn't worry about it. 15 for 99. Okay, I'll have to check it out there. Excuse me for a second while I powder my nose. Oh. Good morning, Dirty Dog Diggers. You're looking lovely as ever. Nice to have you here. Yeah, they do. Well, didn't they fish out a rocket from there too? Evil Knievel. Us older people remember that. No, never, Mr. Dixon. I learned that a long time ago. Don't flick them at her. Mm-mm. That's fighting. Uh, that's not fighting words, but that's fighting actions right there. So, yeah. And y'all know me. I can't fight. She'll whip me, and she'll put me in the hospital, and I'll be in intensive care for months. I think he's taking a hoot. So I know it. She would. So I guess I ain't gonna mention the person's name, but I guess our little buddy from down south is still typing. He's a keyboard warrior, so he's struck again. But he didn't write me, and I don't know if he wrote Bobby, but he's wrote somebody else. So, Mr. Tough Guy. So I don't know what his problem is, but hopefully he'll grow up, get his powder dry. So I don't know. Made it home safe. All right, get your rear end back to work. There's no quitting. You turn around and you get back in that car and you go to work, Brenda. Yeah, I was threatened again by a gall darn idiot. Huh, again. Had a hard time getting up the driveway. That's right. Well, first of all, Grizz, the glass wouldn't be broken until she got it in me. And then when she kicked me in the hind quarters, that would break the glass. Now, I know you know who I'm talking about there, Mr. Sprinkle. Oh, okay. I did no such thing, Steve. That's funny. Kevin or whoever you are, it's okay, man. No, I've never seen the one man, one jar video. No. Is that the one where they pull the apple jelly out or something like that? I've seen that video. That come from a hospital. Oh, what's that doing up there? Well, I was just walking around and I tripped and sat down and there it was. Mr. Giggs, you well, look at that. It's one perv calling another perv a perv. How would you know anything about it unless you've seen it, you perv? So that's funny. I want to thank Cab 7 for bringing in the raid. I thought that was pretty cool. Yeah, how about yeah, yeah. Got Steve's DNA underneath his fingernails. Right. I won't show that there, Big Steven. So I understand what you're talking about. Anywho, so what's going on today? I got to go to a funeral home this morning for a while. Good morning, Christy. And that starts at 11, so I'm going to get there around 10:30 or something like that. Go in and visit for a few minutes. I can't stay. I come back home, take my 4-year-old and my 11-year-old grandson, my 4-year-old granddaughter, my 11-year-old grandson, and my son. I got to take them up to Chelsea, which is 35 miles from here, to a pediatrician dentist, or, I don't know what they call them, a juvenile dentist, whatever. So some things are funny and some things aren't, Steve. That's right. Band runners, Eric and Shunda, how are you doing? Nice to have you here. You're looking lovely as ever. Shunda, nice to have you here. And Eric, I don't know who's typing, but whoever. Yeah, 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 right. You gotta try out some caskets. Yeah. It's Shunda. Okay, well, you're looking lovely as ever, Shunda. Nice to have you here. I had to have Gene make me a high quality casket. That way I have it for just such an emergency. Gene's looking at the computer screen. Well, let's see. He's that wide. Is that? Oh, yep. One sheet of plywood. Ah, you're making her blush there, Gene. Oh, I understand that. You want to be cremated in it? There you go. Yeah, I tell you what, my dad was cremated. Okay. They had a funeral for my dad. So um, they rented a casket. My mom, had to rent a casket. And they have, renters or whatever. And then it was like $200 or $300 for the cardboard casket to take them to the incinerators. They have him incinerated, whatever you want to call it. I can't remember what it's called, but they have him cremated. The crematorium, that's what it is. They took him to the crematorium. Refrigerator box. Making out of cypress wood would last forever. There you go. Yeah. Now, make me a wooden casket out of cypress and then copper line it on the inside. Or grand piano box. That's right. They're going to stand you up and drill you in the ground there, Grizz. You sent me something? Okay. You sent it to me in the mail? Or did you send me something in email? You're getting cremated? Okay. In messengers. Oh, all right. I'll have to check. Are you talking at a Facebook Messenger? That's what you must be talking about. Because I ain't got anything there. Okay. Yep. I see it now. It says Renda sent you a video. A video. Okay. Try not to go to tire track. Brenda, I can't show that. You put your clothes back on. Try not to go to tire track. Go in the snow. Okay. Try not to go to tire track. Okay. I can't show it. For some reason won't let me. But it's Edge of her, the tire tracks in the snow. Um, wasn't easy getting up the driveway. I bet it wasn't. No matter to you. That's pretty cool there, Bloma. Yep, it is a small world. Imagine everything that connects. So that's right. Oh, so it stopped snowing. It is weird, isn't it? So that means you're going in late. That means you're going to be late getting there, which means you're going to have to work late to make up for the time that you missed. I don't know. If it was me, I'd just fire you guys for not being to work. I'm just kidding. You know that, don't you? I wouldn't fire you. I'd make your life a living hell for being late. Yes, I would. That's right. It's better to be the one doing the leaking than the one that's being leaked on. Let's put it that way. And no wonder we nuked them. Yeah, well, that's because you were drunk, junkyard. That's why you had trouble finding the driveway Monday night. You were drunk. There you go. What kind did you get? Oh, well, yeah, you had Emily in the car. That's precious cargo. But then again, you should have made her get out and push. Pete, huh? Yeah, that's right. That's how you get rid of the stinger or the burning sensation, I guess. But it would kind of suck if you were swimming and had your mouth open and jellyfish stung got in the roof of the mouth. You got a Mr. Coffee? That's pretty cool. Her cousin bought a Hamilton Beach the other day. The thing is really cool. You can adjust it to how dark or how strong you want the coffee, how hot you want it. It's got a temperature gauge on it to for how hot you want it. When you can turn it on, when it shuts off. So there's too many moving parts there for me. Yeah, that would be an owie, wouldn't it? And especially for somebody to have to do the little leaking to relieve the pain. No, thank you. I'll just suffer. Not a good vision. That's right, Brenda. There is a video of it because I did see a woman get stung on a video, on a YouTube video. She was swimming and they had a GoPro or whatever underneath water and she was swimming. She had her mouth open. Jellyfish swam right up to her and got her. No. No. Or whatever you want to call it, sea urchin or whatever the hell they are. Yeah. I made a cartoon. Okay. Is it a video cartoon? Or are you talking about that? Oh, okay. You like your Mrs. Coffee Maker the best? There you go. Unless you're swimming with the elusive peanut butter fish. Yeah, you don't want the jellyfish. Um, what are you talking about, Bobby? Tom had two precious cargoes in the car with him. There was just Emily in there. It wasn't like Emily's friend was in there. It was just Emily. Emily and Brenda. You know, Brenda, you're a precious cargo. Don's probably just sitting there shaking his head saying, what did I get myself into? Oh, I know. I know there's three of them in there. I'm just trying to get Brenda to shake her head. That damn dog. I've already been accused of fixing the contest yesterday. I don't know. I seen. I think I seen a documentary on that where they did that. They found the one that had the horns on it, which was much older. So yeah. And Tammy keeps her precious cargo and Bobby's pink panties. Bama Grits, are you done frying that hamburger yet? Hell, I fried 5 pounds of it yesterday. It only took me about 12 minutes. I tell you what, if you guys got an electric wok or a wok period, that is the cat's hind end to cooking a lot of stuff. I cook scrambled eggs in my electric wok. I cook fried potatoes in there. I cook hamburger. I've made chili in it. There's a bunch of stuff you can do with it. I was doing a what the wok video, and I got to start doing those again. But yesterday, I did almost 5 pounds of hamburger. I fried it up in there, and when it's all done, I take it and I scoop it all out, and and put it in a strainer, one of them screen strainers, and strain it into a big plastic pitcher and get all the grease out of it. And then when I'm all done, I pour the grease in that pitcher, and then I'll pour that pitcher into a coffee can. And it makes it a lot easier. Yes, it can make tater tots, Kevin, and you can bob for them too. Wok chili with a lid. That's right. You take that chili and you make it, put it, you cook it right there in the wok. You just have to, once you start to get it cooking, you just got to turn it down and stir it every once in a while because they heat at the bottom, and if you get too much heat, it'll burn. So you just keep it stirred. So every couple of minutes, give it a swirl. If you got it up high, if you got it down low, you don't need to stir it that much. So. No, he hasn't learned his lesson on the tater tots yet. You have a cowboy walk? Catch high end what? Oh, I can't remember what I said now. Cat's rear end. That's the cat's, the cat's ass. You know what they say? It's the cat's ass. No. So, it is Thursday. Did anybody want to come up on the panel? That's pretty cool. Potato wedges. I like doing that every once. I got one of them slide potato French fry makers and stuff like that. But I also got a spiralizer. I got a commercial grade spiralizer. I thought about doing that. Making spiral French fries one day for dinner, season them up, and then pour chili and with burger on it and cheese and onions and lettuce, tomato, make supremed uh, fries. Uh, I said it works. It's like the cat's ass. They're dirty. It's slicker than snot on a doorknob. Dirty dog diggers. 3/8 into a cut. Yeah, a lot of people do that. They score them. A lot of stuff they score nowadays because they find out the stuff actually helps. It gets in there and makes them lighter, fluffier, tender, and more juicier and stuff. Yeah, I've seen those. I have actually seen those. There's a YouTube video out of it made with one too. So they make a damn good wine. You just gotta, you fill in that hole in the center. That's right. It's the cat's ass. Well, so you take the cat and you hold it by its tail and the collar, and you wipe the inside of the wok with it to grease it all up. That's Chinese cooking at its finest. So, I have I've longed for then a coin's life. I was just how long does a coin live? I know. I don't know how long does a coin live for. Yeah, that's right. Raccoon. You know what a raccoon is, don't you, there, dirty dog diggers? That's a dog that got in a fight and lost. You got two black eyes out of the deal. Coin, raccoon, same thing. Oh. Long for the life like coon's life, yeah, because they're lazy. Pet coon, lazier than a pet coon. So, coin, raccoon, same thing. I don't know how long they live, but they don't do much for the entire time they do it. So, good morning, hang out and ready for tonight. Danny's Corner just was live. So, If I ever come back, I want to come back as a Galapagos turtle because they live about 350, 400 years. Yes, I did see where Mean Gene Okerlund died yesterday. What a shame. Let me tell you something, brother. Mean Gene. Well, I'm here with Hulk Hogan. So what are you talking about there, Hulk? Well, let me tell you something, brother. Auto correction. That's right. They spread rabies. That's right. My mom and dad used to have a pet coon. When they first got it, he was about that big. When he passed away, he was about that big, about that high, about that long, weighed about 200 pounds. Actually, weighed about 145 pounds. The thing was so fat that when he walked, his belly drug the ground. And it would take two people. They'd walk him out to the car. He'd get out to the car, and they'd put him on a piece of plywood and pick him up and put him on the car seat when he had to go to the vet. That's how big this thing was. Same way, they'd put him on the plywood, get him to walk on the plywood, lower it down so he would actually slide down onto the ground, and they'd walk him into the vet. But they couldn't do it during hours. My mom had to take the raccoon to the vet after 5 o'clock because the vet couldn't see the raccoon when customers were there because it's against the law. So the vet claimed my mom and dad's raccoon was a cat. And when my mom needed to take the raccoon there, it was after 5 o'clock when everybody was closed. Even the nurse, even the office people weren't even there. And the woman would wait, and she would wait for my mom and open up the door. His name was Ricky the raccoon. Let him waddle in there, and sometimes she just checked him right there in the lobby because he was so fat he couldn't climb up one step to get into the get into the rooms or whatever you want to call them. So. If you know who they are, Katie calls it and spammy. Huh. I have never heard of them. Katie calls it and spammy. It's not that hard to go on a panel. It's really not that hard to go on a panel. Hey, that's pretty cool. Raccoon, rattlesnake, possums too. Yeah. See you later, Kevin. Have a great one, man. It's not that hard. You just go to your video manager, click on your video manager, and when it says your dashboard on the left-hand side will say live stream. Click on that, and it'll say go live, event, or camera. If you want to go live, you can go live right now, and you will go live as soon as it uploads. Or you hit event, and once that sets in, it'll give you all the options. You can create a time, a title, and put in your description. Click save changes, and then if you wanted your live stream to start at 9:30 at night, and you put down 9:30 p.m., it'll start at 9:30 at night. Once at 9:30 at night, you got to click start to start it, but that's when everybody will be notified that it's starting. Well, welcome back, Brenda. Let me check out their channels. Huh. I'll show them some channel love. And Spammy. Spammy. She has 810. 815. Huh. Not that hard. All one just has to start the live stream and invite the other. That's all it is. That's all you got to do. Tell them to come on in. We'll put them on the panel. You're stuffing your face there, Brenda? Well, since you're not doing nothing, you want to come on the panel? All right, well, this is how you do it. I'll show you. Okay. First of all, you go up here, and you see this right here? You click that little guy when you're on a Hangout, and that's how you invite them up. You either have their email, and you click this email button, and that'll open up over here, and it'll give you a Gmail account, and you type in their name if you got their email. If you don't have their email, and you are friends with them on Facebook, you go to their Facebook account. Here's a Spammy. You go to the Facebook account, and you just go over here, and you look at your friends, and there's all your friends. And then you can add them right here. You send this out, which I'm going to do right now, and click this link, and you can be a YouTube friend. I said Facebook, but I'm a YouTube friend. Excuse me. You can be a YouTube friend right there. That's all you got to do. It's really easy. It's not that hard. There's plenty of videos out there you can watch to see how to do it. So, yeah, that's the email. That's what that was the first one. The email, yeah. You're welcome. If you got your email address, you just go up there and you click that, and you can email them the Hangouts. So that's the best thing right there to do. I think that's the easiest. You're welcome. So did you want to come on up, Brenda, or not? Oh, you're waiting? Okay. Well, you didn't tell me. I'm sorry. Let's see, Brenda. Brenda, oh, Brenda, come quick, come quick. I know an old man, his name is St. Nick. I just sent you an invite, Brenda. You can type their names in the email and email in the box. Yep, that's right. There it is.
Hi, everybody.
Well, hi, Brenda.
Yummy, yummy bagel.
Oh, yeah. Did you give enough for the rest of us?
No,
Well,
I
how,
deserve this. I just almost died.
huh?
It was very traumatic driving to work. I had a bad feeling as soon as we couldn't get up the first hill. I'm like, we should just turn around.
Well, why didn't he have a plow truck?
He only has the plow truck on the weekends.
Huh.
His boss has the plow truck. I told him, I said, call your boss and tell him if he needs you that bad, he can come pick you up.
That's right. That's right.
Yep.
Isn't he your boss too?
No, different departments. I just
No.
called my boss and left a message. We're gonna go in. It's just we couldn't when we the plow didn't even hit our neighborhood yet. So we have a big hill we have to go out to get on the main road, and we got stuck on that hill. And a plow truck went by, so Tom flashed his lights, and he turned around and plowed us out. And then we got on the main road, and cars are spinning out everywhere. So we turned around because we would have to go up the hill and then back down another hill, and I was scared of that.
Huh. Well, while you're eating your bagel, I have to
Yeah.
go get me some more coffee and visit the little boy's room, and I'll be right back. You keep them
Okay, so
entertained.
I can talk to everybody, but I can't see the chat.
Okay. Go ahead and feel free to talk about her. She can't see the chat, everybody.
Yeah, we'll
And I
talk
will
behind
tell
my
her
back.
exactly what you didn't say when I get back.
I'll see it after though.
Yeah?
I can
Well,
go
then,
upstairs and get my mother's phone actually.
we'll go out and get mommy.
All right, ready? One, two, three, go.
Go. I'm
Tell you.
trying. Well, my knee's feeling a little better today, but it still hurts. It's. I think the arthritis was yesterday.
He's up.
I'm up.
He's up.
Right.
So it's going to be a big one-way conversation to everybody. But yeah, we have a lot of snow. They said light snow. It's a light fluffy stuff, but we have ice under it. It's not good driving conditions. We saw some poor guy or lady, I don't know, come down a big hill, and then all you saw was the headlights go. Right, just coming down the hill like this. All you saw was the headlights go off into the snowbank. And then she tried to save herself and she spun. All the cars behind her pulled over. I keep saying her. I feel like it's a poor little old lady. Like my heart's broken. But we couldn't get to her because all the traffic had stopped and then another car swerved. It just wasn't worth it. I'm not going to work. You know, if I was a doctor or brain surgery or something, then it would be important that I get there. But the laundry will be there tomorrow. So happy New Year. And if anyone doesn't know, I got water again. My water's working. Jean, my water's working. And I don't even know why. Tom just decided, let me try something. And he goes over and started flicking switches and it works. But the pressure goes down and then it goes back up to 55, but it's down for a while. So basically, you can't take a shower and run the dishwasher at the same time. That's all. So I hope everyone has a good, safe day. Tom gets to take floater day for today, just a couple hours. So he'll get paid for not being there. I won't because I'm not. Well, even if I was a regular employee, I wouldn't have floater time yet because you have to wait 90 days. But I'm not. I'm seasonal, so I don't get benefits. Kind of stinks, but I can get his medical though. Cheers, everybody. Hi, Steve. I'm trying to remember who was in the chat because I can't see the chat. Steve, Grizz, Junkyard, Kevin, Jean, Marie, Tammy, Bobby. I probably missed somebody. Sorry. But good morning, everybody. I love you all this much. This much. Oh my God, you should have seen how excited Seamus was when I turned around and came back home. He was barking. He woke my mother up. He's like, that was the fastest work day ever because We were literally only gone 15 minutes. We made it to the park where we got married, and we turned around. And there's big 18-wheelers and gas trucks out there. My biggest fear is when somebody's driving down the street in the snow and they spin out or whatever, something happens. And in my head, I'm seeing this, an 18-wheeler behind him not being able to stop in time, slamming on the brakes, and then the butt end of the truck comes swinging out and takes out the whole other side of the road. Like that's what goes on in my head during a snowstorm. And I have my daughter in the back seat. I think if Emily wasn't in the back seat, I'd be more up to trying to go to work today, but not with my kid in the car. But it's supposed to stop by 10 o'clock. It's almost 8, and the plows will be out there more because they didn't even plow my neighborhood when we left. They didn't cancel school either. That's crazy. I thought it would be delayed. Actually, it might be now. Well, it takes one bus driver to go out there and say, no, thank you. I wouldn't want my kids on a bus right now. I'm watching the school closings. I'll read the chat after. When Dawn comes back, I'm going to go upstairs and get my mom's phone. Then I can read the chat and be up here at the same time. I only have a phone, that's why. Someday Santa Claus is going to bring me a laptop. It's on O. I need to see T or C on the TV. Here he is. All right, dog, I'm going to go up and grab my mom's phone. I jibber jabbered. What everybody say?
You sure you guys want me to repeat that stuff?
They talking about me again? Woohoo.
Oh, yeah, a lot of them. Hold on, let me...
Good. Let's give him something to talk about.
Yeah. Gene said they could plow your driveway while they come to get Tom. That would be nice.
Well, Tom just left in my car.
Huh. So
he's trying it out. He could be stuck somewhere. I hope he brought his phone with him. My car is better in the snow. It's heavier.
Yeah.
His car is it's a Toyota Scion is what he drives. It's all fiberglass. Weighs about nothing. My car's nice and heavy, and I have snow tires on the back.
Bloma says, you're cuter, though. Just don't tell her. She'll probably flatten my tires.
Who's cuter?
Evidently, you're cuter. Hopefully he's talking to you.
Cuter than you?
Evidently, yes.
Well, I know that. Come on.
And then Grizz says, no, Brad's in there. Good morning. So, Grizz says, neener, neener, neener. You can't see me.
Neener. You can't see me.
Let's see. Sweet Home Oregon. That's where Grizz is. Sweet Home Oregon. Yeah.
I talked the whole time you were gone.
I heard you.
That's shocking, isn't it?
It sounded like chalkboard, fingernails on a chalkboard, but I heard you.
Yep. My daddy used to call me Motor Mouth.
You got the gift of gab?
Mm-hmm. I got things to say, and it's funny because when I was little, I wouldn't talk to anybody. Like my mother said till I was like 4 or 5, I wouldn't talk to anybody that wasn't family.
Evidently, nobody had anything bad to say about you. So.
Not yet. They're going to wait till I leave. Hold on. I'm leaving. Now they can talk bad about me.
Okay, now talk about her, guys.
I'll be right back.
Sunnyside Campground, you don't either, because I know where Sunnyside Campground is. It's only 18 miles from here, and you don't live there. No, you didn't lose both of us. We're here. You need a laptop so you can get more. Well, no, you need a laptop so you can start coming back on the panels there, Gene. That's exactly what you need a laptop for. Junkyard, are you still awake? Where are you, brother? Where'd you go? I think Junkyard snuck into the little bitty bottle of stuffing. Medicinal purposes only. Good morning, Brad. Nice to have you here. You're looking lovely as ever. What's for breakfast? I made that only makes sense. My wife used to do that every once in a while when when it was bad out. I worked for a garbage man. There's lots of times that you got out to the landfill, you were in deep mud, and by the time you got done working for the day, you were covered in mud. Yes, I heard you. Heard your name. I said, "Where have you been? You haven't said anything." I thought maybe you fell asleep or bumped your little head on the keyboard or something. That's right.
All right, hold on. I'm on the live screen.
Anyways,
I'm on the panel. Hold on.
where was I going?
Okay. So Tom just went out and he went to the store, I guess, and he said the roads are good in my car. So I guess now I have to go to work. Well,
I was going to ask you, what was Emily doing with you this morning?
she has therapy today, so she wanted to go into town to
Oh,
her friend's house until she had therapy, and then she was going to walk over.
oh, okay. I
It's the
thought
way
she-
to get her up there.
I didn't know if she found a job or not. I was just wondering if you guys peeled her off the couch and got her a job.
Actually, she could probably get a job where her friend works, but we just got to figure out transportation.
Oh, she got that car now. So. Junkyard was incapacitated for a bit. Okay. So. I was going someplace for something. I couldn't remember what the hell I was talking about now. I'm going to have to look back through the chat or through the live stream later on and find out where I was going. So.
Come back and get her. I'll just leave one.
Okay, I have to go now.
All right, Tom, take care.
Yeah, I'll do my best.
If
Stressing out.
you get stuck, Tom, make
No,
sure
we're all
you get
set now. We're good to go.
He's telling you if you get stuck.
Oh,
If you get
no.
stuck,
Oh,
make sure
if I get stuck.
Well, listen.
if you get stuck, make sure you get Brenda out there to have her push.
Oh, yeah, I will.
I ain't pushing
All right.
nothing. Okay, bye everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Thanks for having me, Doug.
Yeah,
I'll pop in the chat.
You guys be careful going to work.
All right, thanks. I'm scared, but
No, it's fine. The roads, main
Okay.
roads are fine.
all right. Bye. Have a good day.
You too. Your wife's awake, you best make the coffee. Hey, that's exact. I just made another pot because when my wife wakes up, it will be ready for her. She told me yesterday she set her alarm for 7:30. It's 7:45 right now, and she still ain't up. So I'm not going to wake her up. She doesn't have to get up, but she wanted to get used to getting back up early again because of the grandkids going to school. Anybody want to come up on the panel? How old are you, Hiboma? Don't wake a sleeping lion. That's don't poke a sleeping bear there, Junkyard. Do you have a cam on your laptop? You're a Marine vet? Okay. Thank you for your service. I was in the National Guard myself. Just an iPhone? Okay. You probably don't have Google Hangouts downloaded on that, so I won't. If you had Google Hangouts downloaded on that, I'd send you a request. Thank you. And you're welcome. I don't know if you know it, Habloma. Hopefully I'm saying it right, Habloma. Gene Chambers. You see him right up there. He's got a blue name with a wrench. That guy does so much stuff for the disabled vets, the widows of vets, and veterans of all sorts. He just got done building a lumberyard, contacted him and said, hey, we got a disabled vet. We got all the lumber here. Would you build him a ramp? And Gene done it, I don't know, 3 or 4 days ago, build him a ramp. Pretty nice. Gene's a hell of a nice guy. You get a chance, check out Gene's channel. You don't know how to pronounce it either? Well, okay. Hibloma Surigence. I guess that's how you do it. So we'll just call you Hibloma. What's the best? I gotta see what somebody maybe sent me an instant message on Facebook. I had to reply real quick. Ruby Slippers, good morning. Nice to have you here. Mr. Mach 1, good morning. How are you doing? Nice to see you. Yeah, they burnt the pizza, huh, Junkyard? So. Yep, they're all going the way of the dodo bird. You can't buy a good pizza. You did? You taste tested it? It's delish? Well, I'm glad you like it. No. Jay, I'm not just another pretty face there, Bama. I can come up with something delicious every once in a while. If she can make coffee and biscuits, that's pretty cool there, Gene. You, Gene, there's a special, like I said, there's a special place in heaven for you. St. Peter's got a little wood shop and all built just for you waiting. He said, take your time whenever you decide to come, but take your time. They've got it built for you. No rush. Oh. Yep. Monday night. I have my favorite from Monday night. They probably won't win, but I have my favorite. Gene. Gene's a saint. And I said, there's a special place for him up there in heaven whenever he decides, you know, 30, 40 years from now, he decides he's going to go there. St. Peter's got him a little workshop and everything all set up for him. Me, on the other hand, they know damn well I was a garbage man, so they got the garbage truck and all waiting for me. So, no, actually, I was thinking about Alabama, but I don't think they're going to beat Clemson. So, because Clemson's got the eye of the tiger. And if you don't believe me, ask Dabo Sweeney. He'll tell you. Bama, get used to that with Keith. We're all in the same boat. That's right. Y'all miss something. Sometimes my mind just takes a walk. Yeah. Okay. Hey, how you doing, John? Nice to have you here. Well, I'm glad you're checking in to show your love. I appreciate it. I really do. So. No, I hope your team wins. I really do. I hope Alabama wins for you. So. I hope you're having an awesome day too there, John. Tim, Hairballs, good morning. How are you doing, brother? Nice to see you here. Did anybody want to come up on the panel? Well, I appreciate that, John. I really do. You busy, John? Would you like to come up on the panel for a couple of minutes? Let's see. Nice backstroke. Well, there is a link if you want to friend me on YouTube. And if you want to friend me on YouTube, and if you ever want to come up on the panel, I can contact you through that. Worley'sPizza.com. See that pizza? Okay. They have a hometown pizza here, and they have it is, I think it's $100 pizza or something like that, but it's 25 inches across, has every topping that they have on it. Oh, that's a nice looking pizza. Dave Waverly welcomes you. She had to go to the hairdressers at 8:30. So too many people. There you go. I'm just trying to find out some stuff here. Sorry about that. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool there, Tim. Probably not. She had to be at the hairdresser's at 8:30 this morning. She contacted me at 6 o'clock this morning on when I set up the live stream. She said, "Hey, Doug, I'm up early. Got to go to the hairdresser's at 8:30." I said, "Hopefully you'll like the hairdo." So. You will not send them back. You will wear them and you will show them proudly, and you'll do a video of it too, Bobby Sprinkle. Yes, you will. I'll have Tammy make you do it. Yep, mail call, mail call. That's called Let's Keep Bama Alive and Make Her Eat. There you go. That's right. You was on a mission. Did that goulash look good there, Bama? And by the way, Bama, I forgot to tell you this morning, Bama grits. You are a ray of sunshine that opens up the flowers so the bees can collect the nectar to make the honey. You're the hope in a little child's eyes. Good morning, Bama grits. There you go. Display them proudly. That's right. Poor guy in his homely peak panties. Well, it's actually a thong there, Mr. Mock. That's good. I'm glad you liked it. Now, the reason why we made that last night is because she made a big pan, and I'm talking a big pan. It barely fit in the oven. That's how big it was, of macaroni and cheese for Christmas. But when I boiled the macaroni, I boiled 5 pounds of macaroni. I didn't know how much this was going to take. Well, it ended up being a 1-gallon bag of macaroni left. So I let it drain for 3 or 4 hours in a colander. Then I put it in a Ziploc bag and then put it in the freezer, and it worked out great. I mean, it froze good. There was no problems with it. It didn't, get mushy. Didn't get, didn't bust up or anything. It turned out great. And by the way, Grizz, I did see you wanting to know how to do that, or you wanted me to do a video on it. I am going to do a video on storing the beans in the freezer. I don't know if it's the correct way, but that's the way I did it. And I checked them the other day, and they look great. So, they're not splitting open, they're not crumbling or anything like that. So I think I think I did it right. So that's right, Christy. Don't encourage him. He doesn't, yeah. Because you know what, Bobby will walk around like this with a pink pant, and then he will strike the model pose where he takes both hands and he runs them down his thigh. Just so he can roll up his sock. And you don't want to see that picture, trust me. No, the beans I did not blanch. What I did with them is I soaked them overnight in warm water, tap water, warm tap water. And they soaked for, 10 or 12 hours. And when I started to make the bean soup, I soaked 3 pounds of navy beans, and I only used about 2. So I got about a pound of them up. So I let them drain in a colander real good. And then I put them in a freezer bag and put them in the freezer. I checked them yesterday, I think it was, the day before. They looked pretty good. You may skip that day too. That's funny. Bobby, Bobby, Bobby. Hey, Bobby, what you doing? We know we're going to get video of this, so you might as well not deny it. Don't deny your audience, Bobby. Show them. Tammy's just sitting back there and she's saying, oh, Bobby's going to be a movie star. You telling me, Bama? I've been disturbed for a long time thinking about that. I thought I had Tourette's for a while, but I don't have them symptoms. Sure, Bobby. I have no idea. Why do they call it a pear? Because they pair it to your ass, I guess. That's why, Mr. Dixon. And I don't know why people need belts. Staple guns are much cheaper. You can staple them right to your body, and then that way they never sag. Just saying. Some of these people walk around with droopy drawers down to the back of their kneecaps. I'd love to jerk them things clear up to the shoulder blades and just start laying off with a staple going, pow, 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 pow. That way it ain't never coming down. Tastes like 1970s pepperoni. Wow. That's when food actually tasted like food back in the 50s, 60s, and 70s. Well, I don't know anything about the 50s, but in the 60s and 70s I do. In the middle of the 80s, after that, everything started tasting like cardboard. And the more cardboard you ate, the more salt and pepper you had to put on it to taste it. At half off, that's right. You know, we're just playing with you, Bobby. We don't want to see no video. We don't want to see no video whatsoever of you, Bobby. No, maybe, you know, you better watch so Tammy doesn't video you while you are you know, not watching. You get what I'm putting down, Tammy? Has to get a pepperoni pizza. Okay. That's right. But, you know, the Staples is what cheap, you know. Pow, 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 pow. You know. It'll last a lifetime if you get a good staple gun. Retired and prepping. Your lights went out for Costa. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, but retired and prepping, how are you doing? Nice to have you here. And you're looking lovely as ever. Penny raid at Bobby's house. Go ahead there, Tim, and tell me how it works out for you. Huh. Huh. They probably do have to check them out. No. Because that's the one thing with Kogels. They won't sell them to me unless I have a license. I had to get my food license. I got my food license. You know, but then they, oh, it's 50 pounds here, 50 pounds there, you know. And if you buy, you know, if I'm going to buy hot dogs, I got to buy hot dogs, and then I got to buy sausages. So 100 pounds of hot dogs and sausages, you know, it takes up a lot of room. And especially for that kind of price. But if I could get them cheap, you know, and make money on them, I would buy vast amounts at one time. So, Everybody knows me here. I like a good deal when I can get it. I'm gonna have to. Oh. Pink River Farm Gourmet Frankfurters. I'll have to check that out. I got it up right now. All right. See you in the funny papers, Bobby. You have a great day. They have gourmet hot dogs there. I would serve gourmet hot dogs, but people don't want to pay that. I mean, we live, Michigan, they just don't pay. I get people $2.50 for a hot dog. Are you crazy? I said, first of all, by the time I'm said and done, I got to buck into that hot dog before I even get started. By the time the hot dog and everything else, I got a buck. That doesn't include cooking it, the transportation, the licenses fees, the inspection fees, and everything else. So, and $2.50 is not that bad for a nice, good hot dog. Especially, I've had guys come buy 5 and 6 hot dogs, and I look at them and say, "Hey, best hot dog I ever had." So, that's right there, Tim. But they disappear in a good way. Maybe the hot dogs are people. There you go. Yeah. Overhead, you're right. There's overhead. And they don't, people don't understand that. And I make money on them. And but I make most of my money I make on pop and water and coffee. I don't make squat on donuts, but I gotta offer donuts in the morning. I do make money on potato chips if somebody just buys the bag of potato chips. I do make money on those. But if they buy a combo meal, I throw in potato chips for free. So it's an all beef hot dog, and it's the kind that you get 8 to a package instead of 10 to a package. So. Well, no, I disagree with you, Grizz, because there are plenty of hot dog carts that are out here all over that are in the warmer climates and in the better economic places than what I'm at. And they sell, gourmet hot dogs for $5 a piece, and they sell them all day long. The alligator, buffalo, ostrich, jalapeno, beef and cheddar, all of them, they can get that kind of money. $1.25, but he probably sells 1,000 a day, if not more. They got the Coney Islands up in Jackson, which that's where it originated, was in Jackson, all the Coney Islands, and most of them sell probably 2,000 or 3,000 hot dogs a day. They got people come in, they sell them for 12 or 15 for $10. And you know, people come in and buy them. They buy them by the sackfuls. You're probably right. But you know, he sells maybe he sells 2,000 a day. I sell 2,000 a summer. You know, so there's a difference. Huh. For 12 bucks to sell a hot dog? No, I can imagine that. Patrick, how you doing? I would never pay 12 bucks for a hot dog. I can guarantee that for a fact. I wouldn't pay 12 bucks for a giant, you know, for two regular hot dogs. Not much, Patrick. We are going to start serving this summer. Um, they're going to be all beef sausages and Polish sausages, and they're going to be footlongs. And the all beef sausage is going to go for $7, and the foot long is going to go for, or the foot long Polish is going to go for $6. Or I got to get my numbers. I was checking on it the other day. It's either going to be 6 and 7. So, and dogs on deck. Yeah, they probably do. But they're gonna. One's gonna be called King Kong, and the other one's gonna be called Godzilla. So. Yeah, one dog price and a soda. You know, it's a meal combo. Yeah. Now I offer one hot dog, a chip, and a pop, water, coffee, or whatever, for $4. Two hot dogs, chip, water, pop, and or a coffee for $6. And the same way with sausage. If you want a Polish sausage, you get a sausage, chip, and a pop for $4.50. If you get two of them, that'll be $8. So, yeah, keep the Polacks happy. That's right, Mr. Jexer. Your anniversary video was on. Well, that's pretty cool. When are you guys? You're getting married, right, Patrick? Did you get married yet? Yes, free. Well, for Eugene, free refills. The hot dogs have French fries shoved in them. Yeah, I've seen them. I've seen them serve them with hot dogs in the bun with them and stuff. There's one place up here in Jackson that serves. Um, you get two hot dogs and one bun, but the hot dogs are 16 to ones. So each hot dog is a 1 ounce. So it's a skinny thing. And with people, oh, and they're putting two hot dogs in. Yeah, but they're putting a skinny little hot dog about the size of your pinky in there, and they throw another one on top of it, and it's basically the same size. Well, it is the same weight as the ones I'm selling, but they're selling two of them. So, I'm sorry to hear that, Patrick. I really am sorry to hear that. After you went and done all that stuff, she broke up with you. I'm sorry to hear that. So, story of your life. There you go. Can't afford jeans refill. I got a 110 cupper out there. That'll keep them busy for a couple of minutes. You probably did. You probably did, Patrick. I can't show that because of the word there, but most likely it probably is a joint cooperation between two of you. It's not just one person, but most generally one person will take the blame, unless the one person totally did screw up. So. You're right. It's better that it ended now than when, 25, 30 years from now, um, because that's even worse there, the heartbreak then. And I'm not saying that the heartbreak isn't now, but the more you have invested in it, the harder it is. And the worse it is on you. So. You slowed down on coffee, just 4 pots today? Well, congratulations, Gene. You finally faced your addiction? Took you to strip club? Well, some people or some women just don't like that. Yeah. As long as you guys ain't got kids together, that's probably the best thing, because the kids are the ones that suffer. Yeah, Gene's he's only made 4 pots today, but the amount of coffee he put in those 4 pots was enough to make 20. Yeah, he isn't finished yet. You're right. She told she would have went to the strip club with you. Well, my wife's been to a strip club with me. They don't like it when they come hanging around you, though. I'm telling you. So, and some of these dancers, they don't care because all they want is the money. You know how hard it is to keep your eyes straight, not looking at them. No. Well, she got jealous of you going over to a strip club because you can't do anything with them. Them women don't let you touch them. It's against the law to touch them. I mean, some of them are, maybe are call girls at night, but if you really are trusting and loving and all that, you wouldn't even have that, go through your head. So, all right, there, Grizz, go get something to eat. Oh, by the way, Bama's got goulash if you're hungry for that, there, Grizz. Oh, you're right. She can be. What's hers is hers, and hers is hers. Even though there's nothing to be jealous at, look at me. I'm nobody, I know that. So, and I'd never cheat on her. I love her dearly. Like that movie Trouble with a Curve with Clint Eastwood. If you've watched that, he's sitting at the cemetery, and his poor deceased wife is there, and he's sitting at the grave, and he's saying, "You are my sunshine," and he's singing to her. So that's the way it is. Right. FFP, good morning. How are you doing? Nice to have you here. I don't blame you. I'd have said no too. So don't waste your money. If you're going to do that, then get it done yourself. So. Yay! Huh. Oh. I'm yeah, there you go. That's one way to make it there, Bloma. Cowboy coffee. Geez, that's my kind of content. That's right. Yeah. Yep, Gene, the Earth Angel. You're right. I bet it was like syrup. It looked like Austin Powers when he was eating that, when he was drinking that he thought coffee, and he opens, he turns around, looks at you, and his teeth are all brown. He's got brown stuff hanging from his lips. Yeah, kind of nutty. Come from Belize, I believe. Oh God, that was funny. Yeah, that bastard stool sample. You're right there, Bloma. Oh man, I gotta quit doing that. My knee's feeling a little bit better today. I think it's because we had a drastic temperature change between the day before yesterday and yesterday. I think arthritis was kicking in. Now I'm getting used to it. I couldn't bend it. I couldn't keep it straight. I get in a recliner yesterday. I had to put a pillow underneath my knee. I mean, I was hurting. And then I actually had to use the electric recliner a couple of times yesterday to get out of the chair. That's how bad it hurt. I'm still slow getting out of the chair, but it doesn't hurt as bad now. So. If you can see it. I keep telling everybody I burnt 3 feet of my arm, a foot, and a foot. So. I know getting old is for sissies. I understand that, Alabama. So. Huh. Well, it's a good thing you got all that new stuff. Sorry to hear that somebody had to be an ass and steal from you there, food, Howie. Isn't that something? Now, when I do, good morning, sweetheart. When I do my hot dogs, I steam the buns. And I tell you something, sometimes the buns are so hot when I pull them out to put them in the holder. They are so hot you can hardly touch them, even with rubber gloves on or latex gloves, whatever you want to call them. They're so hot. And then I tell the people, I say, hey, it's hot. The bun's hotter than heck. And so is the hot dog, so just watch it. And usually, I got to tell them, because the chili is hot. I mean, not spicy hot, but hot, All right, there, Gene. You take care. Be careful. Don't overwork yourself. I mean that, brother. That's right. Lots of books. Theo, how are you doing? You're looking lovely as ever. Nice to see you. Where you been, brother? That's right. Bundle up, Gene. Did you have a good Christmas and a happy New Year? Hopefully, Theo. So, Hiboma, what do you do for a living? Are you retired? That's right. Next subscriber is 711, yeah. Well, that's pretty cool, Theo. Congratulations. You're a disabled Marine, then. Okay. I'm sorry to hear that, really. I am. Anybody know how to stop on that? Well, how old is the baby? Broken skull. Sorry to hear that. It's the way it sounds is there's something with the formula if they have watery diarrhea there, Theo. I'm not. My wife's the one that raised all the kids. I work, but I'm thinking it's the formula that's making them have the runs. So I'm glad you're strong-willed and doing as good as possible. And like I said before, thank you for your service. I appreciate it. Isn't that the reason, most reason why babies have diarrhea, Kath, is because the formula isn't right? I mean, this baby's just a few days old, I guess. Well, it's 1 month old, feeding, feeding breast milk. Breast milk and formula mixed and watery lately. I don't know, man. I'd be calling a pediatrician if it keeps up for another day or so. But make sure the baby's getting plenty of fluids because you don't want her to dehydrate, or the baby to dehydrate. Arrowroot soaked in water. Yeah. Oh, not too much. Yeah. Not too much there, Theo. Just trying to make it one day at a time. I do have a hot dog event on the 12th of January, and I got one on the February 9th. So I'm not staying busy, but at least, we are staying active. So That's right. Yeah, how often is it going to the bathroom? I mean, if it's doing that 3 or 4 or 5 times, I don't know. Well, they normally go 5 or 6 times a day, but if it's going to the bathroom 2 or 3 times a day, 2 or 3 times an hour like that, that's something you better be concerned about. And again, I'm like I said, I didn't raise our kids. My wife did. I don't. In 6 days. So. Just make sure you give the baby plenty of fluids until you can get to the doctor. Huh. 1 time a day, that doesn't sound right. He's going to the doctor. So. How many diapers did I change? Not very many. I mean, I would change them if I was there and needed to, but she mainly changed the diapers and took care of the kids. So, huh? Yeah, the crappy ones. Oh, the crappy ones I left for her. Yeah, unless she was gone, then I'd have to do it. So, yeah. Honestly, honey, she must have just done it. He must have just done it. No. Okay. You might want to see if you can get the baby into the doctor today there, Theo. If anything, if nothing else, maybe take it to the emergency room. Because, that could be serious. Going to the doctor today. Okay, good. Yeah, tomorrow's too long. Oh. Yeah, because that can go from bad to worse with a little kid in just a matter of hours. So, yeah. Our youngest, he was only 5 or 6 days old, and he had to go back in the hospital because he had jaundice. And I thought, when he come out, when they released him, I thought, man, this kid looks yellow. So, I told Kat, why does he look yellow? Well, they took him to the doctor. Yeah, he had jaundice. They released him from the hospital with jaundice. So we took him back to the hospital, and he spent 3 or 4 days. And he's supposed to be under a bright light to get rid of the jaundice. And hell, we didn't stay up there with him, at night or whatever. And we go up to see him in the morning, and and be there all day. But you go up to see him in the morning, you get there at 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning, and he wouldn't be in bed. Nurses are walking him up and down the hallways. They had one nurse was my brother's sister-in-law at the time, or ex-sister-in-law, sister-in-law, whatever, yeah. And she was walking him up and down the hall. She said, "Oh man, he is just the cutest thing. Everybody wants to see the baby." I thought to myself, well, he's supposed to be under lights. So. Yeah, that's right. FFPU. Yeah, you're right there. Um, FFP, you have yourself a great day, man. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. Good morning, Vampira. How are you doing? Nice to have you here. It's going okay. You going doing being physical? Where's Ritten? Is he all bent over, out of breath, huffing and a puffing in his Mandex? That's great. I'm glad you're doing great. I said my knee was hurting day before yesterday, and yesterday, I mean, it was really hurting yesterday, but this morning it's not hurting so bad. I mean, it's still pain, but it isn't like it was. So I think a lot of it was the weather changing and the arthritis. So, and now that the weather is finally cracked and changed, I think my knee is acclimated to the weather. So, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, it hurt so bad I couldn't bend it, couldn't straighten it. It just hurt. He needs CPR from the treadmill. I wouldn't doubt it. Get him on the ground, give him a precardial pump. Boom. I am one of these days going to get a tattoo. And the tattoo's going to say place paddles here. That way when I'm laying there on the floor, belly up, you know, numb to the world, and the EMTs get there, they know exactly where to put them paddles. He was working up a sweat. That's pretty cool. So, I told that to a EMT technician. He started laughing. He said, "You know what? That would be, it wouldn't be funny at the time, but it'd be hilarious." Last time you went on a panel, you couldn't switch your phone? I remember you was on Mrs. Greenthumb's panel or whatever. You was having trouble. Well, I seen you on that panel one time. Oh, you couldn't. Yeah, you couldn't turn it off. That's right. How do I shut it off? Yeah. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Vampira. Sit down, put your feet up on the coffee table, and have Ritten rub them for you. Well, hi, gorgeous. The 4-year-old just got up. You're back now? Well, welcome back, Big Steve. Nice to have you here. There you go. See? Ritten, rubber feet. Kathy started rubbing mine last night, and she grabbed my one foot and she started rubbing it. And I twitched because my feet are really sensitive, and it felt good, but what it feels like is I get a million needles running through my feet. Huh? You rubbed my foot last night for about 30 seconds. But that's right. Do it, bud. That's right. Well, I bet it was crazy. You can tell I can't write that right. Go ahead, written. Rubber feet. Yeah, that's what Tired does. I have to rub Kathy's feet today. She needs a good foot massage. I'll give you one, the best I can give you. I mean, I can't, you know, wrench down there and do it hard, but I can give her a foot rub. You give up on typing? You're back from the moon. Well, congratulations. Oh, the colors. What kind of mushrooms did you eat there, Stephen? Those ain't mushrooms, those are toadstools. Psychedelics. Oh, the colors. Look at the colors. Anyways, after I get off here, I gotta get all cleaned up. I gotta go to the funeral home for a few minutes and then come back here, pick up my son and grandkids and run them up to Chelsea to the dentist up there. No. You're too cool for that. Oh, I bet. Did you hook an IV of Jack Daniels up to you or something? Wake up, Junkyard. You gotta tell Junkyard to wake up every once in a while. He fell asleep at the wheel. There. There to keep kids off drugs. That's right. Have you guys seen that movie with Mitch or McConnell, whatever his name is? I can't remember his first name. I'm glad you don't believe you're a real one. You don't know what you're missing? Elk sausage breakfast time. Hey, that sounds pretty good. That treadmill killed me. That's funny. That's right. Hey. Thank you, Ritten. Yeah. I've seen a couple of them documentaries on them. Good morning, Bobby. How are you doing? Nice to have you here. I heard you ordered Bobby Sprinkle a pair of pink panties from Amazon. That was nice of you. I can't remember what I was talking about now. Oh, with there's McConnell. I can't remember his name, but the actor. That movie White Boy Rick. That actually is a true story, and that is actually from Detroit. The guy actually just got out of prison. He was a kid, 15 years old, sent to prison as an adult, and he just got out. He was actually, I think, to begin with, he was actually sentenced to life, natural life. Then they got his sentence reduced because, you know, I remember when it first happened, when they first arrested him, were coming through the front door and everything. He jumped off I think he jumped out of the second floor window and was running through the backyard, hopped the fence. And when he hopped the fence, there was an alley there, and there was some cops sitting right there, and they caught him. So, you want to see that movie, White Boy Rick? But that's actually a true story. It happened here in Detroit, or in the suburbs of Detroit, or whatever. You just seen Venom? That was awesome. Well, you know what the Indian word for vegetarian is, don't you? And you know what vegetarian means in India, in Cherokee language or Indian language? Bad hunter. That's right. That's pretty funny there, written. Speed up and then turn, then you're going uphill. Last time I was on a treadmill was when they did my knee rehabilitation. And I said, man, I don't know about this. And they said, do the best you can. And I was up to 2 miles an hour walking on the treadmill. I thought that was great. They also sent a pair of pink panties to Homestead Tessie and put a note on it from Tim and Tammy. There you go. That's pretty cool there, Bobby. You're not a good neighbor though, huh? Well, shame on you, Grizz. Yeah, you'll be a vegetarian when bacon grows on trees. Isn't it kind of bad of them? Anyways, I had this morning, I made I took two flour shells and we had O'Brien potatoes for breakfast on New Year's Day, and I still got a bunch of them. I made like 6 pounds of them. So I took a couple of scoops of those, put it in the flour shells, threw some cheese in there, fold them over, and I had hamburger gravy from about a month ago. We had hamburger gravy, and I had it in the freezer. Well, then I thawed it out, and we used some the other day. I put some of that hamburger gravy on it today. I'm trying to use it up. I don't want to put it back in the freezer again. So I put hamburger gravy on it, threw it in the microwave, and that was my breakfast. You need to get Grizz's address. There you go. Yeah, Grizz Junkyard said he doesn't use Allstate. He's not a good neighbor. Welcome back, Junkyard. Did you just wake up from your nap? Mama probably called me. He had a list of honeydews he had to get done. I don't know if you guys see him when he's on the panel. Mama calls it yes, dear, 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 uh-huh, yes, dear, yes, dear, yes, dear, uh-huh, yes, dear. Yeah, there ain't no such thing as a good video for vegetarians. Be right back. I had a salad last night, actually, with my goulash. Oh, that was pretty good. But that wasn't the kind of, it was a good salad, but it isn't the kind of salad I really like. The kind of salad I really like is like 10 pounds of bacon with a leaf of lettuce on top of it. Or maybe a slice of tomato. That treadmill tried to eat you. That's funny written. You've been a vegetarian for 35 years? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I didn't know that, Vampire. They call them bean panties, or you know. Well, I gotta go get me a cup of coffee. I'll be right back. You need a warm up, honey?
Now, you got it. Be sick. You get it. Don't worry about it. Fish on the beach. Oh. Wild. Yeah. Tell me about you. I told you don't mess with us. I know you're not listening. Yeah, it's supposed to that one, especially when I went to checkout. Bring up 6 months. We're going 30. Yeah, 30. Well, back second day, I gotta go to the house for different house.
Yeah, you're gonna go on the store and down the pantry.
Life.
Coffee.
That's my favorite. I'm going.
Make sure you put your shoes on. I don't want you going on there with barefoot. Sorry about that. I had to make a pot too. Off-grid homestead, Cecil Skinner, building a planter box for lettuce. Get in. No. Ah. Meal in a can. There you go. Well, beanie weenies is 2 kinds of protein. You get the meat, that's protein, and the beans are protein. I'm a vegetarian too. I eat lettuce and tomato with my bacon cheese. That's funny. No meat, all blood. You know, this is silly. Happen. No, I did not see the new Moonshiners last night. Um, because I was watching the Masked Singer and stuff like that, and I tried to tape, but I got Dish, and you can only tape so much or DVR so much, and I don't understand it. If I wanted to DVR it, why would I want to watch it like then? And that's what it is with Dish. You DVR something. If all the other transceivers are busy, you have to watch what you're recording. And I don't understand. I don't want to watch it now. That's why I'm recording it. If I wanted to watch it now, I wouldn't record it. I hope you don't like to go. There you go. Enjoy your goulash there, Bama. Your broccoli gets a little ink. There you go. Cold-blooded murder. That's funny. That is funny. Bye, Bama. You have a great day. God bless you. Good morning, Kathy Miller. You're looking lovely as ever. Did you guys see her in the video? Wasn't she gorgeous? Yes, she is. And she picked out Fluttergasted. Right. Fluttergasted. That's who she picked. You murdered a box of Cocoa Puffs in cold blood. You love brats, especially bacon and cheese. Vegetable cruelty. There you go. Shame on you, Big Steve. My love, I have missed you. God. Yeah. I can't leave now. The star just showed up. That's right. The star. The love of my life. Caroline, you're looking lovely as ever. Nice to have you here. Watching you, deer herd. That's pretty cool. Can I come watch them too? I got a special camera that I use. It's got a, it's got, little crosshairs on it and stuff, so I can get them right in focus. Moon over Parma. I'm just kidding there, Carolina. I think it's pretty cool. Yeah, shotgun. That's right. You like deer, do you? You need to be a bow hunter. That way you can get them while they're still, it's quiet. Get yourself a compound or crossbow, something that'll hurl an arrow at 2,000 miles an hour. Poof! Take them right out right then. I don't think she believes it. She's a star. Yeah, she is. She's a star. She said, "Good morning, Steve." I was quite pleasantly surprised when she said I was cutting the names and I put them in a hat and draw them. She said, "You want me to draw them for you?" I said, "Well, yes." I didn't think she would offer, but she did. So. Yeah, you are. You are. Well, you may not be blind, but you just can't read, Big Steve. Graders Alliance just went live. Ah. All right there, Caroline. Have a good day. You brutally devoured some biscuits and gravy. That's right, vegetarians. I believe in ghosts. Good morning. Nice to have you back. It's easy to make, isn't it, honey? Probably one of the easiest meals you'll ever make. And it goes a long ways, especially you put a loaf, you get a few, get yourself a loaf of bread and you start bread and butter in it and you got a bunch of people, bread, butter, and goulash. Oh, man. And what's really good is if you like hot sauce, Louisiana Red Hot. I put Louisiana Red Hot on it every once in a while, give it a little bit of a kick. Or some chili flakes in it, get a little bit of kick. On the second day, I'll warm it up and I'll put ketchup on it in Louisiana hot sauce. That's just something I've always done. You didn't get a bowl full of it almost? You wish you could smell it? It was good, I'm telling you. It was good. And you're right, it is a tasty meal.
Mozzarella on it, make it a big goulash.
Yeah. She said, if you got anything left, you can throw mozzarella on it, put it in the oven, and bake it, and make a baked macaroni or baked goulash. That's what. If we got anything left after lunch today, that's what's going to happen to ours. But so you use penne. You can use panini noodles. It doesn't matter. You don't have elbow macaroni. Good morning, Just Me. Nice to have you here. You're looking lovely as ever. Huh? What's that? Yeah, that bean soup's good with the cornbread. We didn't make any cornbread to go with that bean soup, though. But I can't hear you.
Nobody said there's no coffee.
Yes, there is. I'll go down and get it.
Got that.
Yeah, you can either freeze the leftovers or you can put it in a smaller pan or whatever, a baking dish, and throw mozzarella cheese on it and bake it just until.
I always did that because then my kids, it was like a different.
Yep, she said we always done that because it was like a different meal.
Because
Yeah.
kids would say, "Oh, goulash again."
Yeah. Yeah, they'd say, "Oh, goulash again,"
They thought they had a different meal.
Yep, we do the same thing with spaghetti.
Yeah.
If we have a lot of spaghetti left over, maybe not the next day, but the day after that, throw it in a pan, throw mozzarella cheese on it, and bake it, and you got baked spaghetti.
Oh, now at Italian restaurant, they do it there.
Yeah, at the Italian restaurants, they do the same thing. So, you got bean soup to can this weekend. I'm gonna can bean soup myself here shortly. I've got about a pound of beans in the freezer, and I'm gonna divvy those up, put about a cup in each jar. And I got ham that's gonna go in there. I've got to stop at the Mexican store and buy ham bouillon. And I'll put a bouillon cube in each one and some distilled or filtered hot water, and probably a carrot, maybe a piece of celery or something like that in them, and I'll can them. I bet that sausage was good there, Chris. Yeah. Won't be none to freeze. That's right. There you go, mozzarella cheese. Put it on there. I do that anymore to anything. If we have, we make something, and if it's, if it's in the refrigerator 7 days, and it hasn't been completely eaten up in 7 days, I grab it, throw it in a Ziploc bag, and I put it in the freezer. Because I know sooner or later we're going to have that exact same thing again. And I can either warm up that or add that to it or whatever. I've got baked beans in the freezer from about a month ago. I made baked beans. I put them in the freezer. I didn't realize they were in there till the other day when I already made baked beans. But if we want baked beans, there's probably enough for 3 or 4 people there. And I'll just get them out, let them thaw out, put them in a dish, put them in the microwave, and warm them up. All right there, Bama, you have yourself a great day. Peace, prayers and peace be with you. And I'll tell you right now, Kathy will say goodbye, Bama, but she's already in the garage, so you don't have anything left over today. Well, I still got bean soup. I got about 3 quarts of bean soup left. No, I don't think I know everything. I just have been around for a long time there, Stephen. You should have videoed your goulash there, Bama. That would have been cool. Ham, green beans, and taters today. Oh, you know what, Tim? That sounds really, really good. It does. Oh, I ain't getting my pink panties in a bunch because I don't have pink panties. I have their Gris. I've done a lot of butchering in my younger years. We used to do chickens, ducks, turkeys. What kind of pasta you got? Is it spaghetti noodles, Christy? Or is it goulash, elbow macaroni? If it's just spaghetti noodles, and you got depends on what it is, but if it's Alfredo or rigatoni, I don't know. I'd put it, depends on how big it is, how much you got, but I'd put it in there at 350. Put cheese on it at 350, let it bake for 45 minutes. Check it, see how hot it is. You can do that with if you got a meat thermometer or whatever, or you can basically tell by the steam coming off of it if it's bubbling or whatever. And once it's hot, turn the broiler on just for a couple minutes and brown the cheese. Tomato sauce just as much. There you go. That's what we do. There's, we'll make it, put it in there, bake it for, half hour, 45 minutes at 350. And then, you pull it out, see if the juices are bubbling. If they're bubbling, that means it's hot. Okay. And then you just throw it on broil for 5, 6, 8 minutes, whatever. You just keep checking so it don't burn it to a crisp, but you brown the top. That's how we do it. What, did I know everything, or I think I know everything? No. Usually if you cook something, most of the time you put something in the oven, 350 is fine. Well, it depends on, but like chicken tenders and stuff like that, I put it at 425, cook them for 20 minutes, bring them out, flip them over, put them back in, lower it down to 350 and turn it on for another 10 minutes, And what you can do with your pasta dishes when you put them in the oven, don't put the cheese on them. Put them in the oven, start baking them, pull them out, stir them up, put them, then level them back out, put it back in. That way you can get it to cook faster because it'll heat up evenly because you're stirring it all around. And then when it's close to being hot, put your mozzarella cheese on it and then throw it in the oven and let it bake. The cheese will melt, and then throw in your broiler, let it brown for just a few minutes. Make sure you check it because you don't want it burnt to a crisp. And there you go. That's right, Big Steven, and don't you ever forget it. Yeah, we used to do that all the time there, Grizz. We would raise 50, 60, 100 chickens, and we'd end up putting 30, 40, 50 of them in the freezer. And we'd do it all in one day. And then, start some more. The rest of them we'd leave as layers. Grab the eggs from them, then we'd start, hatching them and start all over again. Like Matt Davis says, some people call me egotistical. Hell, I don't even know what that means. It must mean how good I look in my tight-fitting blue jeans. That's right. If you want to know something, ask me. I'll tell you. It may not be true, but I'll tell you. It may not be what you want to hear. It may not be factual, but I'll tell you. I have to have your permission first. Excuse me. Bad cough. Bad cough. Anyways, after I get off here, I get all cleaned up. I go to the funeral home. I'm going to be there around 10:30. Stop and stay there for a few minutes. Come back, pick up the grandkids and my son and run them up to are you taking them? I don't have to take them then? Okay, then I can go to the funeral then. Kevin Fredericks. Well, because actually I'm a good friend with his brother.
Oh my God. I'm gonna look in the paper and see who died. see what's going on, I wanna go too.
Yeah.
All you gotta do.
Oh,
Oh, jeez.
evidently, you know, he Facebook messaged me, privately messaged me and told me his brother died. So, you know, I don't think he did it to everybody.
Oh, big deal.
Me and Keith talk all the time on Facebook.
Oh, when?
All the time. I message him all the time. We talk all the time. I send him personal messages all the time. I send him jokes and videos and everything else.
As Chris said, did you get my permission? I said he's catching on.
Yeah, he's catching on.
Did you get my permission? It's my car.
You're God. Yeah. Sorry about that, Big Steve. Oh. That's right. Used to have a mechanic at the time. You know, he come at that before. He come up to me, you know, and this I didn't even realize it because I was kind of, you know, ignorant to it. He come up to me. He said, "Man, you know," and he was an older guy. He's still alive. He's in his 80s. He says, "You know, Keith, I love you just like a son." I said, "Well, thanks, Ray." He said, "Well, I'm telling you right now, if you died, I would not go to your funeral." I go, "Why wouldn't you come to my funeral?" He said, "Listen here, you sorry SOB. If you die before me, I'm not going to your funeral because you're not coming to mine." I started laughing, you know. So I did cover my mouth when I coughed. Huh? I know he's your friend. This is funny. This is no lie. And I'll tell you, me and Ray, we worked at the same company, and we both hated our boss equally. Okay? And Ray come walking out of the office one day. And he got into an argument with the general manager. And he come walking out, he just fuming. He turns around and he looks right at him. And I'm standing right there. And he says, "You know what I'm going to do?" And the general manager looks at him and says, "What, Ray? What are you going to do?" He says, "When I leave out of here right now, I'm going to go call Keith's wife and tell her you called her a bitch. And when I do that, she's going to come down here and stomp a mud hole in your ass." But we don't have to get so harsh, Ray. We don't have to be so harsh. That was funny, man. Then I had a woman, a dispatcher. I needed to go to the doctor, and I got hurt on company time, and I needed to go to the doctor. She told me to go on my own time after hours. I said, "Exactly who's open at 8 o'clock at night?" Not the company doctor. Well, she decided she canceled my doctor's appointment. Well, that did not fly with Mama, because the next day, Mama come in to ask her exactly who the hell she thought she was. But that next day when Mama come in was the day before, was her last day. The day she canceled my doctor's appointment was her last day. She quit, or didn't quit, but she got transferred to another company. So Mama got there and she was ready to tear her a new rear end. And the operations manager saying, "Oh, I know, Kathy, I know. Whenever Keith needs to go to the doctor, he's more than welcome to go. He can go anytime he wants." She said, "Oh, really?" Huh? That's right. I got hurt on company time. And she said, "Well, how come she canceled his appointment then?" He says, "I don't know, but she's no longer here." So, yeah. Oh. But that was funny. And you can ask Ray to this day. and this happened 20 some years ago, and he'll still tell you about I'm going to call Keith's wife and call her and tell her you called her a bitch. That guy, she hated him just as much as me and Ray did. So the guy was a total ass. That's the same guy that they sent me 110 miles away to two counties. They sent me 2 counties away and told me to sit in a park and drive or whatever you want to call it. Where they park cars and share a ride or whatever. Roadside park or whatever. I don't know what they call them, but I had to sit there in a roll-off truck. I sat there for 8 hours. Then they called me up and said, "Hey, come on back." I said, "What am I supposed to do here?" "Oh, nothing. They just fired Bill and they didn't want you anywhere around because they knew you'd whip him as soon as you found out he's no longer employed here." And yeah, that's what they did. They waited till he cleaned out his desk and was off the property before they called me. You're welcome, just me. No. Yeah, I'm gonna be off here in a couple of minutes, 9:30. So. But I appreciate y'all being here. I thought it was a pretty good live stream today. We had a lot of people in here at one time. Had 29 at one time, I thought. So pretty good. Made a couple of new friends. Hey, that's always good. So. Anyways, it is 9:29 right now. I want to thank each and every one of you for being here. I really do. I appreciate y'all spending time with me. I realize there's plenty of other people out there that you could spend time with, but when you chose me to spend time with, I think that's really cool. I enjoy the time we get to spend together. Hopefully you guys enjoy it too. I want to wish you all a safe day. Stay warm, stay dry, stay safe. Prayers and peace. God bless. And if you get any wooden nickels, make sure you can spend them someplace because they're harder than hell to spend anymore. Ask Gris. He's got a whole pocket full of them. Y'all have a great day, and we will see you later. I will be here tonight, 8 o'clock, Thursday night chat, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard. So if you guys want to come back at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard, I will be here. I appreciate y'all being here. I really do. Have a great day.